What is your fault is when somebody bring you to understanding and it's plain right there in your face, you still try to deny it because of pride. I'm gonna give you an example. When you get to bringing the Old Testament out and reading the Old Testament, they'll say, "Why you reading that? We under a new covenant." Like they love to say that. They don't know who the new covenant is for. They think when they saying that we under a new covenant, the Son of Man came and we under a new covenant. That's true, bro. That is true. But they don't understand when they saying that they not really saying nothing different because the new covenant is still for Israel. They didn't know that. They didn't know that because if they did, they would not use that as a rebuttal. When you read the Old Testament, when you read the Old Testament, they using that as a rebuttal to saying, "Hey, I understand that was for Israel, but Christ came or the Son of Man came, and now that's for everybody." Then when you show them in the New Testament or the New Covenant that they saying we under, when you show them in the New Covenant that it say verbatim that the New Covenant is for Israel, Hebrews 8 and 8, Hebrews 8 and 9, Hebrews 8 and 10, New Testament. It's going to tell you who the new covenant is for. Right there, it's going to say Israel. You can go to Romans 9 and 4. They love Paul so much. It's right there in Romans 9 and 4 that the adoption was for Israel. When he say the adoption, he talking about way back when Jacob and Esau was born. Before they was even out the womb, the children was still in the womb, and he had already said, "Hey, the elder going to serve the younger." He made a choice then. They didn't come out. They didn't earn it. It wasn't a works. They didn't work for the promise. When they was in the stomach, he made his choice then. That's his purpose. He wanted to do that. That's how he done it. He said the elder gonna serve the younger. You didn't know who those people was, and you didn't know that was talking about a whole nation of people. You didn't know that because Pastor Porkchop ain't breaking it down. When he say in John 7:19, "Did not Moses give you the law?" Who did Moses give the law to? Did he give it to everybody or did he give it to Israel? That's way in the New Testament. Under the new covenant y'all talking about. He keeping you over there in the stories of the Samaritan woman. He keeping you over there in the stories of the centurion man. We get the same questions from y'all people who go to church on Sunday, every time. We get the same questions. That's how we know that y'all hooked on phonics. It could be somebody that I'm teaching of all the way across the world who go to church on Sunday. They gonna ask me the same question that one of my relatives gonna ask me. Because they under the same ideology, bro. He lied to you just like they pastor lying to him. The new covenant is for Israel.